When playing DCS online, do you wish your radio communications sounded more like this than like this? I may be able to help you. My name's Sedlo. In real-life flying, especially military flying, communications over the radio are somewhat standardized, which makes communications quicker, simpler, and easier to understand. I think DCS players could benefit in tightening up their radio techniques, which will not only help them be more effective in combat, it will also help them sound a lot cooler. Let's dig in a bit, shall we? When operating as a flight of multiple aircraft, there is one rule above all, and that is, when operating as a flight, the flight lead is the only person communicating with air traffic control, DCI, or AWACS. I say again, when operating as a flight, the flight lead is the only person communicating with ATC, GCI, or AWACS. A flight of aircraft, as far as air traffic control purposes goes, is treated as a single aircraft. That means the flight lead speaks for all of them. It's much more efficient to have like one set of communication transmissions than 4 separate ones, right? Right. Now, this does not mean that the other 3 members of the flight have to keep their mouth shut the entire time. It just means they have to keep their mouth shut almost the entire time, at least when it comes to air traffic control or GCI or AWACS. Interflight comms that happen on the tactical frequency, it's fine. Whatever the flight lead tolerates. It could be bad jokes or talking about the weather or fishing, doesn't matter. But on the main frequency, when you're talking to air traffic controller or some other agency, it's the flight lead only. So how does this work in real life? Here are the sequence of events. Lead calls for the flight to check in on the new frequency. The flight members respond on the new frequency with their position in the flight. 2, 3, 4, etc. After the flight checks in and lead knows that they are on the same frequency, lead will then initiate communications with the agency. So how does that work in practice? Let's do an example of a flight lead checking in with ground control. What you'll hear first is the lead calling for the flight to check in. Uzi 1, check uniform. And then the flight checks in with Uzi 2, 3, 4. And then lead initiates comms. Ground, Uzi 1, flight 4, Vipers, blah, blah, blah. Let's see how it works in practice.
Uzi 1, check uniform.
2, 3, 4.
Ground, Uzi 1, flight of 4 Vipers, hangar 132, taxi information Romeo.
Uzi 1 flight, runway 13 right, taxi left Yankee, right Whiskey Oscar, tower holding short.
Left turn Yankee, right turn Whiskey Oscar, tower holding short of 13 right, Uzi 1.
Let's see how to do it when you're approaching the runway.
Uzi 1 flight, push uniform 3.
2, 3, 4.
Uzi's check uniform.
2, 3, 4.
Tower, Uzi 1, flight of 4, ready takeoff, runway 13 right.
Uzi 1 flight, the wind is 140 at 10, runway 13 right, cleared takeoff.
Clear to go 13 right, Uzi 1.
And one more time when we switch to departure.
Uzi 1 flight, push departure 301.0.
Uzi 1, Uzi flight push 301.0.
2, 3, 4.
Uzi check.
2, 3, 4.
Departure, Uzi 1, flight of 4 Vipers with you airborne off 13 right.
Uzi 1 flight, radar identified, turn left heading 330, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Left turn 330 up to flight level 230, Uzi 1.
So you can see how much cooler these comms sound, right, than your typical DCS online experience. If you'd like to know more about radio communications when it comes to military aviation, I've posted some links in the description below. Hope this helps and see you online someday.